When something like this happens to them, before anybody puts it out or blackmails them, they put it out on their social media. You want to do this to me, dude? I am putting it out. Do it now. I don't think one film can make maybe a little difference. People might take back some learning from it, but we got to have films on such subjects.
I have with me a woman who's done it all and has literally changed the way TV actors are perceived. She took to the world domination by walking through that one can look. She is here with me with her first movie, a movie which actually talks about a very relevant subject. So firstly, hello Hina Khan. It's a pleasure that you're here.
Thank you so much.
And like I mentioned, you have literally changed the way TV actors are perceived today. They're respected a lot more with that one walk. So yeah, so congratulations on that. And secondly, you're coming with your first movie, which is Hacked. The trailer has been received phenomenally. And I want to know, how relevant do you think this subject is in today's time and age?
It is very relevant. See, the movie talks about not just social media hacking. Whenever we talk about hacking, people are like, yeah, social medias get hacked, Instagram gets hacked. It is not about social media hacking. Social media hacking, anyway, we put out a lot of stuff, you know. We want things to go out in public, right? Whether it's a story or a post. So it's about some serious hacking. People most of the times have their personal private information in their phones, right? Be it your bank detail, your ATM PIN numbers, or anything else, or any intimate private moment, or maybe a picture of yours which you flaunt when you're alone in your room. You click a picture, you like to see your body, you're looking good. There are many other things which you put in your phone and you don't want to put it public.
Of course.
Right? But then when you're not going to put it public, when you're not going to make it public, why do you have it in your phone? Why do you keep it in your phone? Because I learned it. Your phone can be easily cloned. You'll not even get to know.
Also, I want to understand, while you were filming this, movie, usually people think hacking is a very difficult business and stuff like that. But now that we're seeing movies getting leaked, accounts getting hacked of public figures, how easy is it for anyone to access, or just, Google to learn? And
this film has been co-written by a hacker, an ethical hacker, a coder generally. Wow. We call him a coder. So Vikram and this guy has co-written it. So when he tells us stories that, so it's not any difficult thing for a coder or a hacker. Of course, an ethical hacker too can do it. But since he is an ethical hacker, he wouldn't do it.
Of course, yeah.
But rest of them who want to misuse it or earn money or blackmail people or revenge, there are many things, right? So that's when they use these opportunities.
But don't you think it's also in a way plaguing our society, where we are so consumed by just putting up a face and putting everything that we, with check-ins and everything, that it's very easy to literally turn your life around. I mean, that's what happened with your character, right? Like, that's so, yeah.
I think this is what I've been saying all this while, that we kind of let it take over us, the technology, right? We should use it, right? It helps us in many ways. But we should not let it overpower us. But we do it. Like, I remember, पहले हम 20-25 numbers याद रखते थे. We used to like, अच्छा इसका number ये, okay, let's call that person, okay. Now we don't.
Now we're so dependent.
We are so dependent on technology. We don't even remember our PIN numbers.
Yeah.
वो भी आगे पीछे digits लगा के हमने कहीं ना कहीं save करके रखा है phone में. So we are so dependent on technology. If it has its own perks, own advantages, it has its own disadvantages as well. So I think if you don't want to get involved or you want to stay away from the stalking, hacking or anything, so जितना आप technology से दूर रहेंगे, less dependent रहेंगे, the safer you would be.
How relatable is you, what preps did you have to do, or was it someone who was your reflection, who was Hina's reflection?
To some extent, Sam, the character which I'm playing, she is somebody, she's very confident, she's this chief editor of a fashion magazine, she's a fashionista, she dresses well. So leaving that side apart, of course that I also do in my real life. But other than that, she's this one hell of a courageous woman. She's got a lot of strength. Of course she shatters. Of course this man, this guy, this 19-year-old boy makes her life miserable. She feels devastated. But at the same time, when she gathers the strength and she decides, that is very, very relevant to me as a person. That eventually, you remember that, I don't know whether, do you remember it right now? There have been many cases abroad, or many such public figures and celebrities have come out, and when something like this happens to them, before anybody puts it out or blackmails them, they put it out on their social media.
Yeah, now that's what is happening.
Yeah, you want to do this to me, dude? I am putting it out. Do it now. It's quite courageous. It's not easy.
Of course, of course.
And I don't think one film can make maybe a little difference. People might take back some learning from it, but we got to have films on such subjects.
Of course, but you know, I think it's really courageous. Recently, Taylor Swift came out with her own biopic. It was, you know, Miss Americano, and she said that the stalking, the fans go to such an extent that one day the stalker was sleeping on her own bed, like outside in her room. So that's the kind of stuff that happens. While it is, you know, a little lesser in India, quite relatively, I must admit.
See, there are stalkers. Since we are public figures, people love us. So there have been some stalking things where these fans would come down my building and wouldn't leave for days. So that's okay. So there's this guy which still exists, currently as well. So this guy started off sending me messages. I don't know him at all. I don't know who he is. And then he started sending me these long videos where he used to cry, howl. You would feel for that person. Firstly, initially I started feeling for him. Yeah, why is he crying so much? And I messaged back. I just randomly pressed it and I checked it and I was like, oh my god. I messaged him. I told him, dude, you gotta chill. It's okay, I understand. Maybe in life, in future, we might meet someday. He did not understand. Next day, again, he started sending me these long videos crying. You won't believe how he cries. Howling, I cannot live without you. मैं अपनी नस काट लूँगा, मैं अपना घर छोड़ दूँगा, मैं ये कर दूँगा, मैं वो. This is scary to next level. Yeah. I blocked him. Immediately blocked him. I got very scared. And you know what he used to say? Tomorrow, 1 PM, suppose to 1 PM, कल 1 बजे मैं तुम्हें मिल रहा हूँ, हाँ? कहाँ, किधर, कौन हो, कैसे? I don't know you.
Oh my god.
It is, and 1 o'clock I used to not leave my house. I don't know where he is, who he is, what will he do. You never know with such people.
Of course.
And then I blocked him, and you won't believe he has changed like almost 20 numbers abhi tak. And every time he'll come back and send me same videos. Abhi recently I blocked him again.
It's very scary.
And imagine somebody telling you, tomorrow 12 o'clock I am meeting you. Who are you? From where have you come? I don't know you. Nothing. I'm meeting you. It's so scary.
You know, also there are a lot of influential people who, from the face of it, they look very happy and stuff like that, but have committed suicide given the social media pressures and stuff like that. So Instagram came up with this thing where they're trying out this thing in a new phase where they're disappearing likes. How do you think it's going to change, or if it's even
I
going
know
to...
it doesn't show on my handle as well.
Do you
I
think
can't
it'll
see likes.
have like a positive impact on people, or maybe the competitiveness will reduce?
I don't know. I think we should all hide this following system, na. How many followers you have, na. It's not about likes.
Yeah.
It's about this race, this competition of having more followers. We should really ban this thing, and everybody should have an Instagram account and should post stuff. Even if they are approached by brands, they do stuff. Maybe you have it you have the information of how many followers you have.
Yeah.
Followers should be hidden at the first place.
Okay, yeah, this makes sense.
I believe instead of likes, we should hide the followers. So that ये जो competition है ना, ये खत्म हो जाए. So nobody knows. If a brand approaches you, we can give you the insights of how much our reach is or whatever. We do brand promotions, we do a lot of stuff on Instagram, a lot of work happens. But I don't think this should be the criteria, because this is really, I mean, people have gone mad. People beg on Instagram. Please follow me, please follow me, please follow me. Please 10 people follow me. I get such messages.
Oh my God.
Can you please ask your celebrity friends to follow me? Why? क्या होगा उससे? Because they want to have followers. Because they think if we have followers, we'll get work. Where was I reading this comment or something I read on TikTok? Or this TikTok is another medium we have, and I read somebody had said me, I don't know how true this is, that whoever has created that app, and they have made this app so that people who don't have work or people who are jobless can have some work and make money. And then they say, I didn't know that India में इतना कुछ है कि लोग TikTok पर ही हैं. कोई काम ही नहीं कर रहा है, मतलब कोई और कुछ करना ही नहीं चाहता है. Because people want to be, because it's easy money. Maybe they are very talented, but नहीं, हमें followers बढ़ाने हैं. If we increase followers, we'll get. Maybe that person, the one, whoever it is, there are so many celebrities, or not celebrities, like normal, common people also. Maybe that person can be an engineer. Of course. Is capable enough of being an engineer. Is capable enough of being a doctor. But so they want to, they want to leave studies and they want to concentrate on making TikToks. Yeah. Because it's easy money. क्या करना है? बस followers चाहिए.
My God.
With no offense to anybody, it's just that I feel it's okay to do such stuff, but at the same time, you have a lot of other strength as well.
Of course.
Which we kind of don't think of.
It could be like a hobby or a part-time.
Anything. It could be a hobby or a part-time, but people have just made it their profession. I am on TikTok. I am with the film. I went to the TikTok office. I enjoyed making, but theek hai, once in a while is okay. I really enjoyed making all those videos and all these challenges.
Yeah.
But then what has happened? But I have other work to do as well, right? We can't be on TikTok all the time. But मैं मानती हूँ, some people, if it is working for them, they're running their families, their bread and butter, I understand.
Makes sense.
But for some who can really do well and keep it as a hobby, but they don't want to, they're okay.
Moving on, so with the experience that you've had, I want to know if there are 3 tips, easy tips that people, वो हमारे सामने ही होता, but we're like, नहीं, you know, it's okay, let's keep the account private for regular people or whatever. If there are 3 tips that you'd want to give to everyone out there, saying that, you know, these are the 3 tips if you follow for social media, you can still be saved, or your personal data can be saved. I know you'd say that hacking तो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, पर फिर भी.
Yeah, I am telling you, every second day or third day, I get this message on my personal number, which is registered on my Instagram and Twitter. Every third day, I get a message that your Twitter password is this, your Instagram password is this. इसका मतलब हर 3 दिन में somebody or the other is trying to hack my accounts. क्या करोगे? I think I only have one tip, which is don't get dependent on social media. Don't make it your, like, you can't live without it. For me, in all my interviews, I've been very clear. You want to hack it? Hack it. Enjoy. I'll make a new one. It's already out. Yeah, what to do?
Yeah, but with this attitude, I don't think anyone will dare do anything.
Do it, I'm saying. Do it. What will you do?
Yeah.
People, whether I have 2 million followers or 5 million followers or whatever followers, they are my followers.
Yeah.
They are not going anywhere. I don't have to prove it to the world. Why am I saying that we should have this following thing off Instagram and Twitter? People who follow you, people who love you will still love you. And you hacking my account are not going to take my 10 million or 5 million followers away. You're just taking my account away.
Hacked is very, like, not, if not completely, it is somewhere on the lines of You, the very popular show which was based on stalking. So do you think, since we're living in this time and age where everything is been compared, do you think there are going to be comparisons drawn?
There have already been comparisons drawn.
Okay.
होंगे. It was even compared to Dar.
Oh.
Because
of the stalking bit.
So it is a stalker thriller. So it is going to be there. Eventually, content matter करता है. There are couple of comments under the trailer where people say that we could relate it to you or any other subject which is already there in the West. But then they still like the trailer.
Of course, yeah.
They still found the trailer intriguing. अभी एक subject पे तो
बहुत सारी चीजें हैं.
Yeah. So what makes it different? The content, the actors, the taking, the thrill.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.